Hello everyone, we're doing more Katawa Shoujo. Back with more fucking Emi story. Ugh. Ugh. Hold up 1 second though. My head's in a spin all through Mata's class. Going to have dinner. With Emi, who wants to be my girlfriend no less. A date. And then she kissed me. That kiss. Keep going back to it, playing it over and over again in my mind. Again and again. Everything about that moment felt so right. I'm sorry, I'm in a really good mood today. I'm fucking pumped. My mind drifts off, lost in thoughts of Emi. Oh shit, hold on. Think I'm gonna sneeze. False alarm. Just fucking allergies. What the fuck do you want, Matao? Nakai, hello. Seems like I've drifted a bit too far. Huh? What? The fuck do you want? Egad, you've contracted some kind of amnesia. Someone get the nurse. The class chuckles at Matao's antics. Sorry, sir. You're an asshole, though. Won't happen again and all that, right? Exactly. Matao brightens considerably. No, he doesn't. His facial expression never fucking changes. Well, lovely to hear. I'd hate to have my star pupil slacking off, after all. I've been doing well, but I hardly qualify as a star pupil, I think. Fairly certain that this class is the sort that everyone does well in. It's just memorizing formulas. True to my word, I managed to pay attention for the rest of the class. Nakai, may I have a word with you? Wonder if I'm in trouble for earlier. Fuck me, not detention. Sure. Am I in trouble? Because I better not be. I'm gonna slap your ass and run away. Just hold up. It's like, what? I have detention? Ah, you got punked, bitch! Then just run away. Matao looks genuinely confused for a moment. Beg your pardon? He tilts his head to one side and thinks for a moment. Oh, that. No. You're not in any sort of trouble. Just a question I wanted to ask you. What's that? Nothing terrible. Just wondering what your plans for after graduation are. Are you going to university? Yeah, I guess. I can't really see a reason not to go. Given any thought of what you'll study? Not really, no. Figure I'll come up with something when I get there. Matao laughs. Taking things as they come, eh? I'd argue against it, but that's how I did things when I went to university. Well, not really. I knew I'd go into a science, I just wasn't sure which one. Ended up with physics, but could just as well have gone for astronomy or what have you. Actually, I did go for chemistry first, but there were all sorts of things. Matao trails off and frowns slightly. Holy shit, I think his mouth actually does change. Takes a minute for him to recover his train of thought, and I wait patiently for him to continue. So anyway, I did a lot of physics as well, because I had an interest in that, but I wasn't sure if it was for me. So I went back to chemistry, and here we are, yes? Holy shit, his face does change. Oh my god! It's a lie! He smiles at me enthusiastically, as if waiting for me to confirm that, yes, here is where we are. Somehow I get the feeling that Matao had a plan for this conversation, but I'll be damned if I can figure it out. I'm sorry, I'm not following you at all. Matao frowns and rubs his chin a bit, looking perplexed. He then snaps his fingers as if he's remembered what the point of all this was. Right, yes, you. Tonight. You. No, Matao, no! Me? Yes, me? Yes, you. Yes, you should look into studying one of the sciences. You're fantastic at it. Unless you'd rather go into math. Matao makes a sour face. Motherfucker look like he's about to hit me. I don't feel safe. Not a big fan of straight math. I always like the experiments more than the proofs. You're saying I should study science at university? Oh shit, what the fuck happened there? Mattel seems thrown off balance by my question. Well, sort of. You could also join the science club. Trouble is, there's not actually a science club. Lol, you failed. But there could be. You could even be a charter member. A founding father. Of course, you need to find other members. Well, only if you wanted to. We could just start it up with the two of us. And, I could give you some things to read and we could talk about them. Or I could help you get ready for university and such as well. Wait. Matao rummages around his briefcase and tosses me a book. Read that. If it's interesting, then we can talk about it. A Brief History of Time. Hold up 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I have read that book. I don't know if I actually want to read this, but Matao seems pretty excited about it. What's it about? Time, space, space-time, black holes, and such. And it's not that dense. Just to see if that sort of thing, that just sounds wrong to me. That sort of thing's interesting for you. Wow, I read that wrong in my head. That actually does sound right. Fuck my brain. No, don't really. I don't want to be mind-fucked. You understand? Hang around after class and we can either discuss it or I can show you how to make explosives in the lab. I'm down for the second option. He waves a hand at my quizzical expression. Joking. Sorry. Oh, you douchebag. I want to make bombs in a lab. Let's do it. Let's go create the fucking atomic bomb. Let's go do it. Come on, man. Let's go gather some fucking chemicals and fucking create just a big ass bomb and just throw that bitch in the ocean. just be like later. Still, I've kept you here long enough for now. Think about science as a career path, Nakai. Think you'd enjoy it. Okay, I will. Thank you for the book. I leave the classroom and look up at the clock. Quite a chunk of time to kill until Emi's out of practice. Guess I'll give this book a look. I should probably shower as well. Showering before a date's only proper, right? No, you should just show up smelling like shit. I head back to the dorms. Swear to God, I was about to say, I swear to God, if we're running into Kenji, I'm skipping it. I don't want to talk to Kenji. What? Motherfucker made me jump off a roof because he was trying to date rape me on the roof after we got drunk off some fucking bourbon. I wonder where I'm supposed to meet Emi anyway. She said after practice, but she didn't say where I should find her. Guess I can just swing by the track. It's probably best anyway. If she needs a shower, I can just wait for her in her room or something. Or in the hallway, I guess. That would probably that would be better as well. I take a quick shower, remembering to take my medication once I hop out. Now, for a look at this book. Get this vacuum to fuck the shit out of this motherfucking cake. Agitate the shit out of the cake. It's just like frost his bag. Such a good mood today. Despite the fact of my allergies. Hold on. Okay. Awake with a start. Shit, what time is it? Glance at the clock reveals that I've been asleep for nearly an hour. Thank goodness. Emi's practice should be finishing up soon. Throw on some casual clothes and head for the track. Somehow I get the feeling we won't be doing anything fancy for dinner. Emi doesn't strike me as a very fancy sort of person. No, not like Lily, who made us spend so much fucking money. So much money. I don't care. I mean, Lily's still my favorite character. She's so polite, man. So polite. Still, I suppose there's a lot I have yet to know about Emi. Despite our newfound closeness, I still feel like I don't know her as well as I should. Oh well, I have lots of time to fix that. To be honest, I'm looking forward to getting to know her more. I'm so caught up in my own thoughts that I hardly register that I'm already at the track. Emi is nowhere to be found. I don't even see any signs of the track team. This could be embarrassing. Turn my head toward the girls' dormitory when I hear a shout. Hey, it's Sal. Over here, dumbass. Oh, what's good? I turn around to see Emi making a beeline for me with a gym bag slung over her shoulder. She's changed into some decidedly more casual clothing, a pair of shorts and an olive green top. Her running blades have been replaced by more realistic-looking legs that probably wouldn't fool anyone. Emi doesn't seem to care about that, a fact which makes me smile. Hey, you came. Not yet. Oh, God, I'm in such a jokey mood today. I mean, I figured you would, but still. Hey, no frame drops. We're good. I'm fine with this. I suddenly find myself wrapped in a rather affectionate hug, and it proves to be impossible for me to keep what must be the world's largest grin off my face. Well, of course I came. It'd be crazy not to, right? Emi ponders for a moment. You know, that's true. I mean, I'm pretty amazing after all. I shrug in response. I certainly think so. It's an offhand remark, which is why I'm surprised to see that it seems to have caught Emi by surprise. She blushes and smiles warmly at me before planting a kiss on my lips. Hey, slow it down. Now it's my turn to be surprised. Emi steps back, resting her weight on her back heel, looking pleased with herself. My brain fumbles for an appropriate response. Fuck. I should compliment you more often. Emi laughs and gives me a playful shove. Hey, bitch, you could knock me over. Give me a heart attack. Just hit the ground. Just, oh shit, I killed him. He falls over. He's like, oh shit. I'm having too much fun right now, dude. We're not even fucking 10 minutes into this bitch yet. Jerk. I throw an arm around Emi's shoulders and am pleased when she immediately leans into me as if it were the most natural thing in the world. So, where to? Not actually sure. Where do people go on dates around here anyway? That's a damn good question. That's the $1 million question. I've got no fucking idea. Why don't we just head down to the Aura Mart and grab something portable? Emi's face brightens at this idea. A picnic! Think you're on to something, Isao? Yes. I am fucking Detective Nikkei. Almost. Holmes. Emi snakes her arm around my waist and we begin to head for the front gate. I'm entirely unsure of what I'm meant to do in this situation, but at least Emi seems to be equally clueless. Despite the relaxing feeling of being with Emi, still can't help feeling a little tense. What if I do something wrong? Dude, just don't think about it. I'd hate to make an ass out of myself. Don't say that word. The trip to the Aura Mart is accompanied by Emi's chatter about how practice went. Keep quiet for the most part, merely enjoying the warmth of being around Emi. We get a few odd looks from passerby, but I don't mind. We wind up buying some bread and instant noodles, realizing too late that we cannot actually cook the latter in the park. Oh well, I'll make it for lunch or something. That'll work. The park is located after a brief loss of direction that I blame entirely on Emi. She, of course, blames me. We find a spot beneath a tree and sit down. I lean back against the trunk. Emi sits across from me. Guess we should have brought a blanket or something to sit on, huh? Emi shrugs. I don't mind. Neither do I. Emi tosses me a package of bread and we dig in. Just fucking bread? I'd be like, hold up, I'm gonna come back with like some fucking salami and shit. Curry bread. Interesting. Guess I wasn't really paying attention of what I grabbed in the store. Hey, Isao, you look like your bread's a little spicy. I shake my head, trying in vain to keep an image of manliness. Nah, it's hardly spicy at all. I see. That must be why your face has gotten so red. Yes, exactly. The lack of spice has gotten my blood up. Because of the disappointment. Emi laughs and swallows the last of her bread. Well, if you can't handle it, I'll be glad to take it off your hands. Hey, just because you wolfed down yours so quickly doesn't mean I'm just going to give you mine. Emi mock pouts, causing me to nearly choke on my bread with laughter. Oh, come on, Isao. Aren't you supposed to be concerned with making sure I've got enough to eat now? We're dating, you know. Though. Emi looks troubled all of a sudden. Can't say I feel any different. What do you mean by that? What makes this a date? Just what we would have done anyway, really. But this should feel different because before when we had lunch we were friends, and now we're a level above friends. You sound like Rin. Laughter escapes and Emmy grins. Well, she might have put the thought into my mind. We've talked about that sort of thing before. Really? About me? Not really. Just stuff, really. You lying ass. Rin thinks that the change of a label from friend to girlfriend seems arbitrary most of the time. Yeah, if I could upload the last 2 fucking parts of Emmy's story, of Rin's fucking story, the viewers could see that too. Like, there's no difference between the two. I can think of at least one, you know. You don't tend to kiss your friends quite as much. For a second time that day, Emmy blushes slightly and giggles. I suppose you're right. Exactly. I'm always right about this, about things like this. Emmy rolls her eyes and chuckles. Guess you're pretty smart, huh? Not in agreement. Hell yeah, I'm fucking smart. I'm a fucking genius. Even Mattel thinks so. He thinks I should go into some scientific study after graduation. Emmy raises an eyebrow. Oh, really? Yeah, I think I'm thinking I actually might do just that. Really, the more I consider the idea, the more it appeals to me. Make a mental note to look into it a little more closely. So what are you thinking of doing after graduation? Still planning on running? Emmy shrugs, seeming almost a bit hesitant. I don't know. If I'm good enough and I can find a team, I guess. You mean you aren't sure? I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. Really? You probably should, you know. Graduation isn't that far off. Emmy fidgets a little nervously. Yeah, well, it's far enough, right? Besides, I've got other things to think about. Like you! It's just like, oh, God! There's a mischievous flash behind Emmy's eyes, and I suddenly find myself gloriously pinned against the tree. Gloriously! Just vigorously gripping his nuts. I'm gonna grab your nuts. like making sure this is a real date, right? I mean, if we don't kiss, then it's not a date at all, right? I suppose so. Strawberries and curry, not the best combination, but I don't think I mind. Emmy sits back on my legs and grins again. There, science would approve, right? The hypothesis is correct. I was thinking of what the fucking word was. I was like, what the fuck is that word? It starts with an H. I have the honest mental image of a town nodding seriously and making a mark on some checklist. Can't help laughing at the idea. Well, I'll admit, this is the first time I've ever witnessed a kiss met with laughter before. Should I feel offended? No. I'm sure science approves. Emmy beams at me, and I find it increasingly difficult to keep my brain functioning properly. Oh, good. It is at this point I noticed that Emmy has stolen the remainder of my curry bread while I was otherwise occupied with images of teachers wielding clipboards. Hey, bitch, that's my bread. Emmy tries to look innocent, but considering she's just crammed the last bit of my bread into her mouth, it does not appear to be working. Sorry for her rift. Thief! A shrug from my companion is all I get in response. You used your feminine wiles on me. I wasn't that hungry anyway, but I still feel that the point needs to be made. Emmy seems confused by the phrase feminine wiles, but the understanding dawns on her features after a moment's thought. Wasn't anything of the sort. You were laughing. Feminine wiles don't involve laughing. Guess I can't argue this. Fuck. That doesn't change your thievery. Emmy laughs at my injured tone and gives me a playful shove. Fine, you can have the instant noodles. Are you kidding? This stuff's terrible. If anything, you should definitely eat it as punishment. Another laugh from the girl sitting on my legs, both of which have fallen asleep by now. I twitch one leg and try waking it up, which has the unintended effect of unbalancing Emmy, who falls to the side with a startled yelp. It's just like, bitch! Fuck your day! Whoops, sorry about that. Legs fell asleep on me. Emmy remains on the ground, giggling. Stand up a little shakily, feeling the nerves in my legs return to normal. My eyes wander over the scenery before fixing on the figure of Emmy, who has yet to get up. She fucking laying on the fucking ground, just busting a fucking gut. Her hair is Splayed? Isn't it sprawled? Splayed out around her head. Her arms are spread. The laughter is bubbling up through her mouth. Everything about Emmy seems condensed into this one image. Her energy, her spirit, her childish giggling. The urge to lay down on the grass with her rises swiftly from the back of my mind to the forefront of my thoughts. And indeed, I am convinced that I would love nothing more than to do just that. Unfortunately, the sun has set, and it is probably time for us to get back to the dormitories. Well, Emmy may be happy to stay out here all night. I don't think I have that ability. Besides, homework soon beckons. Fuck homework. It wouldn't make sense to start thinking about things like university and then slack off, would it? I extend a hand to Emmy to help her up. Should probably get going. Emmy makes a sour face. You're right. She grabs my my proffered. Is that proffered? Isn't it supposed to be like pre-offered or like pro-offered? Or is that preferred? I don't know. My fucking mind is in a blank right now. And I pull her to her feet and into a hug. And this time I'm the one who kisses her, unable to resist having Emmy against me. Seems a shame to leave, you know. Yeah, it does. But if we don't get back to school soon, we'll probably get into trouble. Emmy pokes me in the ribs playfully. And you need to do your homework, I'm sure. Sadly, you're absolutely right. Throw my arm around her shoulders and we make the trek back to school, accompanied by occasional bouts of laughter as our conversation jumps from subject to subject. Everything from running to school to the particular way that one of the cafeteria workers smells. The fuck? All too soon we find ourselves outside the girls' dormitory building. Well, I guess I'll be going then. Guess so, huh? Emmy grins at me again with that mischievous look. Are you going to be able to survive without me? Ha! I'm sure I'll manage. How terrible. Are you supposed to say something like, I'll be counting the seconds you are away? Nah, I don't think so. And he pulls me down into a quick goodbye kiss and steps back, looking unexpectedly shy. Thanks for dinner. Really had fun. Honestly, I did. So did I. Think we shall have to do it again sometime. Amy laughs at my deadpan delivery and nods. See you bright and early tomorrow morning, right? Gotta run off that bread after all. Of course, despite the fact that you ate most of it. Yes, despite that. See you later, Sal. Peace. As Emmy turns its head inside, I notice something weird. Something so weird that I'm surprised I didn't notice it earlier. She's limping slightly, favoring the left leg. Hey, Emmy. You be limping. Hey, Limpy. Is your leg okay? Emmy looks confused, or at least fakes confusion. What are you talking about? Your right leg. You're limping. There's the briefest flash of concern on Emmy's face. Either she didn't want me to know, or she didn't think I'd notice, or, I prefer to think, she just didn't realize it. Oh, that. She shrugs casually. Must have gotten knocked a little out of alignment during the picnic. No idea what could have caused that, of course. Think back to being pinned under the tree. Ah. Should have told me. We could have stopped and fixed it, you know. Emmy waves a hand airily. Nah, it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it, okay? It's fine. Why do I get the feeling that she's convincing herself as well as me? Fuck it. Press that bitch. Just be like, press that shit. Yo, Snake, go sneak that shit. Yeah, boy. Are you absolutely sure? You don't want to go ahead and adjust it before heading up the stairs? Could get hurt if you don't, right? Said I was fine, Sal. Okay, bitch, damn. Seriously, don't worry about it. I've got some experience in these matters after all. Yeah, I suppose so. Emmy grins reassuringly. Honestly, Asai, I appreciate the concern, but I really am okay. Not really, I need to get going. Your attempts to keep me around are doomed to fail. Of course. Just prolonging the goodbye, I suppose. Another grin lights up Emmy's face. Good night, Hisao. Good night. As she limps inside, I find myself hoping she's okay, despite her assurances that she's fine. Think I can call this a successful first date? Hell, any day that it ends with Emmy pinning me under a tree to kiss me can't be bad, can it? Oh, trust me, you're going to regret it later. I head back to my room, mentally thank the gods that Kenji doesn't ambush me in the hallway. Fucking asshole. Made me fall off a fucking roof. And get started on my homework. God damn, that was a long ass chapter. Let's go make a fucking bomb. The morning is far too early for my taste. Doesn't help that I had trouble sleeping last night. There were simply too many things to think about. My mind refused to slow down. Instead, I replayed the rooftop, the park, and everything else over and over in my mind. There's a small part of my mind that is still paranoid that this has all been some kind of a joke. That I'll meet up with Emi at the track and she'll act like nothing happened yesterday. Pushing these thoughts to the back of my mind, I throw on some running clothes and open the door. Emi's waiting for me with her usual smile. You're late. Or at least, you're not early today. Are you tired or something? Find myself ruefully rubbing the back of my head. Something like that, yeah. Lots to think about and all that. Emi giggles at my mild understatement. Yeah, I didn't sleep that well either. I was actually glad you weren't early, because I wasn't early either. I wonder if the same thing kept us awake. The image of her weeping face passes through my mind. What kept you up? Her fucking nightmares, what else? Emi's expression falters, but she quickly notices my curiosity and forces a smile. Nothing important. Bullshit! You lying ass. She's obviously not telling me something. No, really? The question is, should I press the issue? Fuck yes, press that shit. Yo, Snake, go press that shit. Alright. Okay. Something's clearly been bothering her for a while. Want to help her, but would it just come off as me being nosy? She's got to know I care about her, though. Are you sure? If something's bothering you, I'm here to help you sort it out. Amy laughs, then... But it's not her usual laugh. There's an edge to it that it seems almost bitter. Sorted out? I'm not sure it can be sorted out, his Sal. An almost a grim smile crosses her lips. Yeah. Man, when we get to that part, I'm going to be such an asshole. No, I'm not. I won't do that. It's like a smile of resignation. I don't think you could help me anyway. That fucking hurts. You hurt my feelings. I don't want to say that it hurts to her, but it does. Doesn't she realize I want to be there for her when things go wrong? Well, I won't push you on the matter. But I'm here for you if you decide later that you'd like to talk about it. I swear to God, if I, got the bad ending somehow, I'm going to be pissed. Might help. I can see the debate raging behind Emi's eyes. It seems like she wants to tell me, but she's not sure whether or not she can. Hey, forget about it for now, okay? We've got running to do. The mention of running, something that she can handle, brings Emi back to her usual self. Right. Hurry up and stretch out, Sal. We've got to get moving. She takes off like a shot, far quicker than I'm used to. Still, I try to keep pace with her, recklessly testing my limits. Gives me a feeling of freedom, like my heart is no longer important. Man, I'll just go rip that shit out for you. Just... fatality. Fucking Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. I found myself wanting to laugh, filled with the feeling of moving beyond what I once called my boundaries. Nurses' warnings to not overdo things echo in my mind, and I disregard them. Fuck you, nurse. You're a nurse. You're not even a fucking doctor. This feeling I have, this willingness to risk a heart attack for something so trivial as a morning run feels out of character for me. But is it? Or rather, should it be? Got a weak heart, sure. It'll never be capable of the kind of speed and endurance Emi's capable of. Though I probably wouldn't be able to get that good even if I had a healthy heart. As we round the final bend, I feel my legs screaming in protest, but for the first time I ignore them. I accelerate to finish at a sprint, nearly catching up to Emi. That was never going to happen, of course. Still, I feel surprisingly good. I'm sure my legs feel like they're about to catch fire, and I'm having trouble staying upright. But there's been a shift of some sort today. And it's all thanks to the girl grinning at the finishing line, waiting for me. Fell a little faster than usual. My comment is met with a grin and a shrug. can't have you think I was going to go soft on you now, can I? But you managed to handle it just fine. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Still feeling the high from the run and moved by a surge of gratitude, I seize Emmy in a hug. Thanks. Really, I'm not just saying that. I mean, you're dead. She's just like, dude, a little bit too much. Emmy seems flustered by my words, squirming uncomfortably. Don't be silly, Asao. Someone had to haul you out here, didn't they? And it's not like you're not doing anything for me, right? I needed a running partner, remember? Shake my head, still pointedly not letting go of Emmy, who stops squirming and merely looks up at me with a quickly deepening blush that almost seems out of character. No, that's not true. You wanted a running partner, but you didn't need one. If I hadn't shown up the day after the festival, you would still run, right? But it doesn't work the other way around. It only goes one way. Oh God, I'm making such bad references to what happens later. I've only managed to make it out a few times before the festival, and without you, I probably wouldn't have made it out at all after that. Emmy smiles at me and prods my chest with one finger. You're pretty lazy, Asao. Hey, I was giving you a compliment, bitch. Well, you're welcome, I guess. Pay you back tomorrow. Well... That's not necessary, you know. I mean, I kind of like you, Asao. Being able to run with you in the mornings isn't exactly a bad deal for me either, so... For someone who gets so much praise, she seems unused to gratitude. Can't think of anything else to say, so we fall silent. Become aware of Emmy's breathing, of the dampness of her clothing, and all the scent of her. Coming off of anyone else, it would stink. Coming off Emmy fits her in a way nothing else could. Because she's a runner. They don't get that fucking smelly ass, fucking sweaty smell. Skin is cool, slick with sweat, and the breeze causes goosebumps to rise. Almost without thinking about it, I lean down to meet Emmy's mouth, which has already moved to meet my own. Her lips are soft, and she hums happily as we kiss, sending vibrations from her mouth to mine. There's a startling rightness to everything about this moment. We fit one another perfectly. Not 100%. You're really tall compared to her. It's almost perfect. Almost. The kiss ends, and I finally let my arms drop back to my sides. Emmy is smiling warmly at me and giggles again. Come on, Asao, we'd better go see the nurse. Then it happens. As she turns to begin walking, she gives out a tiny yelp and stumbles forward. Emmy! Oh, that reminded me of fucking playing Trauma Center. And watching videos of it. It's just like, Andrew! What the fuck are you doing? I leap to steady her and notice with some concern that she's favoring the same leg as last night. Her leg. She seems panicked and pushes away from me. It's fine. My expression must seem hurt because she hastens to apologize. Sorry. Didn't mean to push you like that. She stumbles for something to say. It's nothing really. Hey, don't worry about it. Think a little push is gonna do something to me? I'm the fucking juggernaut, bitch! She's so flustered I decided to shrug the whole thing off. But there's a cold feeling in the pit of my stomach now that won't go away. Fuck! Look what you did, Emmy. Tried to step in and help her, and she pushed me away. Smiling, I shoved those thoughts to the back of my mind and concentrate on Emmy. Just don't want you getting hurt, that's all. You don't have to worry about me, honest. I'm fine. Yes, you say that, but I don't believe you. You lying. Why won't you tell me what's wrong? She fucking hurt her leg. It's like she gets offended by my trying to help. Dude, if you knew her background, you wouldn't be trying to help her. It'd be offensive. What am I supposed to make of that? I'm still trying to sort out what happened on the track as we arrive in front of the nurse's office. Amy raises her hand to knock, hesitates, and turns to me, smiling guiltily. Hey, can you do me a favor? Of course! Can you tell the nurse that I'll see him later? No, you ain't running away from this shit. You're going in there and you're talking to him. Just remember that I've got some stuff to take care of. Stop lying, you bitch. You're going in there and you're getting your fucking leg checked. So I really need to get moving. I peer at her closely and she fidgets under my stare. Yeah, she's clearly just avoiding the nurse. That leg of hers. Well, whatever. Said I'd help, and so I will. But I'll make damn sure she sees the nurse before the day's out. Yeah, okay. I'll let him know. Emi looks like I've just given her a pony on Christmas. Thank you so much. You're the best, Asao. I am rewarded for my complicity in her lie by a kiss that makes it all the worth it. Oh, you weak, bro. You fucking just, you're just like, yeah. Simple kiss, it's just gonna fucking change my entire way of thinking. You weak man. Or so I tell myself. As Emi heads out of the building, trying hard not to let her limp show, I knock on the door of the office. Ah, Hisao, come on in. What's good? Don't see Emi with you. She's not sick again, is she? Nah. From the tone of his voice, I don't think the nurse is expecting me to say yes, she's ill. She said that she'd forgotten to do something and she had to skip out, but she'll see you later today. The nurse heaves an exasperated sigh. Honestly, that girl. She's been avoiding me. Yesterday she was in and out of here without even taking off her prosthetics, and now this. At least it's not just me. Emi doesn't want worrying. That's a comfort, I guess. Still, I feel like I should say something about her leg. Said I'd lie for her, but she really needs to see him. Now that you mention it, she was limping pretty badly today. And last night as well. The nurse's eyes narrow at the words last night. And what exactly were you two doing last night? Nothing? You don't know shit, man. We were, on a date. The nurse raises his eyebrows as if surprised. Really? Tell me more. Interesting. What? Oh, nothing. His gaze turns thoughtful, and then he grins at me. You don't think you could use some of that boyfriend charm to get her to come see me today, could you? Of course! I was planning on doing that anyway. Think she's really hurting just pretending she isn't. Yeah, she does that. Afraid I'll make her stop running. Will you? I don't like to, but if it's bad enough that she's been limping, well, I guess I'll have to see what's wrong for myself before I make that call. I see. You know what you should have did, Hisao? You should have told him that, not to tell her that you told him that she was limping. Emi, not allowed to run? Perish the thought. I don't know if she'd be able to function without running. No wonder she's reluctant to admit anything's wrong. Well, I'll make sure she sees you. Good. Oh, and before I forget, he grins at me again in what feels like a vaguely threatening manner. Don't forget what I know. Don't forget that I know what medications you're on. You be careful around Emi, got it? He looks serious. No, he doesn't. He looks like he's fucking playing around. You should just go smack her ass and just come back with a picture of me, with a video of me just backhanding her ass, watching her fly. Just, bitch. And just be like, yo, nurse, check it out. I got that dope. I got it. Don't hurt Emi. Wouldn't dream of it. Grand. I'd hate for you to be late. Huh? Late as in the late Hisao Nakai. Did you just fucking threaten me? Are you threatening me? He frowns briefly, dissatisfied. Sounded better in my head. Well, at any rate, get out of here before you miss your first class. You've got things to do, I'm sure. Shoo. As I leave, I notice the nurse pulling out his phone and dialing a number. Mako, your daughter's being a pain in the ass. Stop that word! Again. I'd better head back to my room, or I really will be late. Hey, wasn't he supposed to check my heart rate? Lunch bell sounds, and I bring myself out of the stupor I slipped into during the morning's classes. A lack of sleep last night, coupled with the increased pace of this morning's run, has left me a little exhausted. Despite that, I found myself skipping stairs up to the roof. There's a thrill of excitement now, in addition to the pleasure one gets from eating lunch with one's friends. Truth, both Emi and Rin are still my friends, but Emi has become more than that now. Rin is back in her usual spot on the roof, almost as if she'd never been absent. Fucking laying on the ground. I still fucking wonder how she gets up. She's probably like, yo, Emi, pull my tie. Just pick her up by the tie. Just hold up 1 second. Gotcha. Feeling better, I take it? A raised eyebrow is my reward for speaking. Better than what? Better than you felt yesterday. Rin gives my question some serious thought. I'm not sure. She was fucking high off codeine pills. I think it might have felt rather good for some of yesterday, but it's all fuzzy. Too much cold medicine? Well, I was asleep, and that usually is pretty good. But I can't remember what it feels like to be asleep, because I'm not conscious for it. It's a real problem. Then again, if I knew how good it felt, I might not sleep anymore. But this way I keep trying to, so I guess that's how I can keep from being overtired. An eternal mystery to keep you sleeping at night? Maybe mystery is the wrong word. Intangibility might be the proper way to describe it. I see. No, I don't see it all. I have no idea what she's fucking talking about, but that's okay, since I rarely fucking do. Do you remember what sleeping feels like? Like yesterday, do you remember what you felt like sleeping yesterday? Well, actually, I didn't get a lot of sleep yesterday. Maybe that's because you remember subconsciously. Actually, I think I was worrying about Emi. Doesn't Emi worry enough about herself? I hadn't considered that, but it gives me pause. True, but would she ask for help if she needed it? Rin frowns, and I raise an eyebrow. Will I get a proper answer? Probably not. Is there something she should be asking for help with? Her leg, for starters. This seems to catch Rin's interest. Look at her, she's like, the fuck you talking about, bro? Leg? A meat leg. It's hurt, but she won't see the nurse about it. Rin shakes her head in disapproval. You have to make her. Like she makes me go to class for her own good. Otherwise she could lose her legs again, and that's just too weird. Losing things twice. Especially if you don't find them again to begin with. Unless prosthetics are the same as finding something. That's a different kind of lost, isn't it? I think so. I wonder. Wonder what? Hello? Hope you did not hear anything, otherwise I'm going to be in deep shit. And you are going to fucking, like, power kick my ass off this roof, and it's going to end again, and I'm going to have to do this over, and then I'm going to be pissed. Even though I don't know what the bad ending is, I just know that I fucking fell off the roof once. I'm up here again. Don't feel safe up here. There's no safety. Emi seems to have snuck up on Rin and I, though Rin doesn't seem especially surprised, which in itself is unsurprising, I suppose. Oh shit, what's wrong with my throat? Okay, did that fix it? Yeah. My voice went really high for a minute. Seriously, how the fuck do you sit yourself up? I usually, if I'm laying on my back like that, I can sit myself up, but getting up with just your legs isn't as easy as it seems. Then again, she doesn't have fucking arms, so of course it'd be easier for her because she uses her legs for everything. Ugh. Rin manages to sit herself upright quite expertly, throwing her upper body forward and using her momentum to right herself. Your leg, how's it feel? That earns me a frown and a bit of a glare. It's okay, I think. Not worth worrying about. Tell that to the nurse. He's quite insistent that you visit him, you know. Amy pouts like I've just told her she's been grounded. He worries too much. It's not a big deal, just a little soreness. Nah, I bet you there's a big-ass fucking cut because you do not pay attention. Like, seriously, if I had a fucking prosthetic leg, I'd be checking to make sure that shit is in place every fucking minute of the day. I'd just be like, is it on right? Yup. Is it on right? Oh, shit, got it. Yep. Try to resist rolling my eyes in exasperation. If it's nothing, then you should have no problem seeing him, right? Mammy narrows her eyes suspiciously. Did he put you up to this? Well, maybe a little. But that's not the point. I would have reminded you to see him anyway. It would be terrible to see you really hurt and not doing anything about it. That would make it worse, and I don't really want to see you hurt, you know. Call me crazy, but I would prefer to see you happy and healthy. With each statement... Oh, shit, I wiped my nose and it came out. Statement. Statement. Emmy's frown fades a little more, until eventually she's grinning, albeit a little shyly. If you're going to put it that way, then I guess I'll have to see him. Otherwise, you'll keep worrying, and then I'll never hear the end of it, right? That's right. I'll keep bugging the shit out of you about it, and that might put a damper on our dates. How's the food, Asao? Talk to the nurse, Emi. How's your day, Asao? Talk to the nurse, Emi. Asao, I think I'm ready to go all the... Talk to the nurse, Emi! See? Doesn't work that well. Emi giggles at my high-pitched rendition of her own voice and gives me an affectionate shove. My voice isn't that high, jerk. I thought it was pretty accurate. Thanks, Rin. Win. Oh, that's the score for me, bitch. You know when you could get the chick that fucking only remembers like 4 things at once to say that I win that one. I'm fucking boss. Fuck you, I win. I'm the winner. Amy and I stare at Rin for a while before I burst into laughter. Amy crosses her arms and huffs, mock offended. You're both jerks. Such vile calumnies from you, young woman. I'm stunned that you would call me, of all people, a jerk. Honestly, I don't know what to think. Amy sticks her tongue out at me. Don't say that word. So, Rin, how's the art club these days? Rin, seemingly as surprised by the sudden change of topic as I am, takes a minute to think before answering. I believe it's okay. Although Namiya keeps telling me to work harder. Fuck that dude. That dude can go die in a ditch. Dude's annoying. With his fucking homoerotic pink jacket. And his bitch cat glasses. But I don't think he understands my methods. He always struck me as slightly creepy. He's probably a pedophile. Rin ponders this statement for a while. Never really noticed. But I don't pay much attention to him most days, so maybe that's why. How often do you meet? Thinking of joining Asao? What? Nah, I've already decided to join a club. Really? Which one? It's not really much of a club, to be honest. Oh, you joined the tea club? That'd be boss. I'd just be like, what's good, people? Let's have some tea. As I fucking slip acid into your drinks. Let's fucking pour a little bit of fucking Epicac in the people I hate. And fucking absinthe in the people that I think are cool. Just be like, I'll make the tea, guys. Let's see. This person I hate, Epicac. This person I hate, Epicac. This person's awesome, absinthe. Me, awesome. Join the science club, I think. I mean, he looks highly confused. You have a science club? Not really, just me. So that's not a club. That's sitting in your room reading books. No, I mean, it's just me and Matao. I'm just the only student so far. Matao? Really? Thought strikes her. Oh, is that what you were talking about yesterday? You meeting with Matao? Yeah, that was our first meeting, I guess. Emi giggles. Nerd. Hey, bitch! It's not nice. Yeah, I can't help being clever. That's right. You know, I could have used your help years ago. Should have had your heart attack earlier in life, Asao. Oh, good. You know, just hit me in the foot. You know what? I'll get a fucking time machine. I'll go back to, like, 3 years before fucking the heart attack. And I'll just be like, yo, bro, come here. He's going to be like, what? I'm going to be like, hit me in the fucking chest with the fucking branch. He's going to be like, okay, whack. And then I'll be here. What's good? I laugh and then realize this is probably one of the very rare times I've laughed about my heart attack. Hindsight. Yeah. The ring of the bell ends our conversation. Guess we'd better go. Yeah, I guess so. Come on, Rin, you too. Rin has apparently begun to doze off, so Emi gives her a sharp bump. I almost had it. Sorry, but you need to go to class. God damn. She just rises up, she's like, bitch, I'm taller. I disagree, but maybe if I nap in class, I'll get it this time. Changing location is sometimes helpful for that kind of thing. Neither Emi or I bother asking what it is. As we arrive at my classroom, Emi gives me a quick kiss and heads down the hallway, Rin in tow. God damn it. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta end this recording. Bye.